All right, ladies and gentlemen, let the BS begin again. Edmund Jones and Kenny Tripp will start on the front row. Andrew Thornton and John Barry have the second row. TJ Moon, Aaron Clark are on the third row. Kyle McRecken Martin and Riley Maricchio on the fourth. Ethan Wolf and Ed Sr. rounding out the top 10. Justin S. Bullock and Brian Edwards starting 11th and 12th. 13th will be Richie Joplin, Vern Springs starting in 14th, Brandon Young in 15th, and last week's winner Jake Brooks starting tail end of the field. Jake does have to start tail end due to being the winner last week per the rules. All the cars are rolling here at Thompson. Remember, after the Legends race, we will have the Tour mods here as well. One more time around for the pace car, then he'll pull in. All these lightweight cars, quite a bit of power for the size that they have out of the little motorcycle engines sitting under the back of these cars. They are going to get rolling, and this track is bumpy, especially on corner entry in 1 and 3. You can see the bumps really upset these lightweight cars at speed. There's going to be some excitement in the early laps. Pace car is in. Here we go. Dave Fire Green is in the air. Edmund Jones away. Andrew Thornton back in the car in third. Jumps to the high side. Kenny Tripp is sending. Oh, we've got a mess back here. Thornton is around. Caution is out. Several cars involved. Richie Joplin is in it. Ed Sr. in it. Oh, let's see. Could not tell who that was that got loose up on the high side. Looked like, it was Ed Sr. Looked like he caught a bump wrong on corner entry. Comes down, clips Richie. Vern Spring ends up going for a tumble. And somehow Andrew Thornton also has a problem coming off turn 2. And there you see Vern goes to the outside wall, just goes for a tumble. What happened with Thornton? Oh, Thornton gets loose trying to change lanes. We talked about it in the pre-race. You have to be careful changing lanes here mid-turn. Those lanes, completely different banking, completely different grip, and it makes for some interesting turning. Mark, does that make you... Never mind. Edmund Jones holds the lead. Kenny Tripp in second. Andrew Thornton falls all the way back to 14th. Vern Spring, after having to tow to pit road, still sitting on pit road. Last week's winner, Jake Brooks, already up 7 spots into 9th. Man, these races do get exciting quick. Don't forget, right after this, we will have the Tour mods here. Those definitely are going to be fun. A lot more speed and just as much aggression here. I kind of figured that was the case, Mark. Lights go out on the pace car. They'll go single file on the restart. That gives the advantage to Edmund here. He will control the restart. Should settle everybody in for a lap or so before they get a little crazy again here. Out of 4, green, back in the air. Kyle McRecken Martin now up into 5th. Last week's winner, Jake Brooks, already on the march again. Sets his sights on Brian Edwards in 8th. A lot of side-by-side. Here comes Richie Joplin charging through the field. Oh, we've got one in the wall. We've got one over the fence. Caution. Aaron Clark goes off into turn 3. Let's see what happens. You can see how bouncy they are getting. And oh, Aaron Clark gets a tap. Looks like from Riley Maricchio. Riley gets one heck of a ride out of here. Riley just gets tossed up and over. Riley gets stuck upside down, ended up having to tow as well. Ethan Wolf and, Vern Spring, Riley Maricchio off to a rough start here. Yeah, Kevin, that was the life flight. A wild start to the second race of the season. Vern Spring getting one of his laps back here, trying to work his way back to the lead lap. Of note, Jake Brooks continues to make his march up. He is now up into 7th. In front of him, Brian Edwards up 6 spots into 6th. Back behind, Brandon Young in 8th, up 7 spots. Richie Joplin up 4 spots into 9th. Justin Bullock up 1 spot into 10th. And so far, Edmond has led every single lap. Kenny Tripp has not had enough time to set up the pass. Lights go back out on the pace car. Looks like they will stack back up single file. Edmond will control the restart once again. Pace car is in. Here we go. Edmond gets ready. They fire. Green is back in the air. And what a sound and sight down the front straightaway as everybody heads off into turn 1. Look at this. McRecken already making a move for 3rd. Brian Edwards, Jake Brooks. Oh, Brian Edwards way up the track in 3. Jake Brooks slips by. TJ Moon trying to make his way back past McRecken. John Berry closing in on the battle ahead. Oh, Andrew Thornton is around again. And who is that flying? Ethan Wolf. Caution out again. Looks like Brandon Young also involved in this incident. Oh, looks like Brandon and Ethan Wolf get together off turn 2. Brandon manages to get the car stopped. They clip Andrew along the way, but watch Ethan up there on the high side. Wow, what a tumble for Ethan Wolf, but he does stick the landing. Great job there. All right, if you get car sick, look away for just a minute. Let's back this up just a hair and ride along with Ethan Wolf. There you see the hit to the outside wall, double barrel roll, triple barrel roll. I'm not sure Ethan knows which way is up right now. What a ride for Ethan Wolf. That got a bit crazy. Edmund Jones so far has been able to hold off Kenny Tripp. Kyle Martin picked up a spot out of turn 2 on the restart to put himself into third. But they all might want to watch back behind. Jake Brooks now up to 6th. Richie Joplin now in 7th. Brian Edwards, despite having a problem in 3 and 4 on the restart, still holds on to 8th. 3 cars in the top 10 that have picked up a lot of positions here. Mark, is it because of the Ford pace car? That makes me a little nauseous as well. Don't forget to tune in tomorrow night as XCal returns. We go to the Irwindale Outer Loop, and as we saw last year, they can go 5 and 6 wide for a whole lot of laps. The spring race last year, they went something like 40 or 50 laps, consistently 4 and 5 wide around that track. One of the craziest races we've ever seen there. Pace car is in. And here we go. Green back in the air. Edmund quickly to the lead. Kenny Tripp now in 2nd. McRacken having to battle it out with TJ Moon. Jake Brooks has slipped into 5th now. Brian Edwards making his way back forward. He is in 6th. But John Barry on the bottom trying to make something happen off 4. Richie Joplin hops to the high side. He's going to come by Barry. He's going to run on Edwards. Edmund Jones continues to lead. Kenny Tripp stay. Oh no, we've got one of the top 5 around. Brian Edwards is caught. Caution. TJ Moon got loose off 4. Oh no, excuse me. TJ pushes up into the 57. They both get together. Brian Edwards gets collected in this one. Aaron Clark is collected. Jake Brooks, last week's winner, in the 57. And you saw TJ was trying so hard to not get into the 57. Watch the back. Look at that car just rear. The left rear tire is way up in the air, enough that it brought the left front up. Brian Edwards also caught in it. Aaron Clark caught up in it. Justin S. Bullock caught up in it as well. There's Aaron Clark in the yellow and white car, already missing his hood. Almost gets stopped before he gets to Brooks. You got me on that one, Mark. Edmund Jones still in the lead. Kenny Tripp has been unable to get by, but Kenny and Edmund had been breaking away. Now looking third place. Richie Joplin of the Nowski Nation now in third. John Barry has made his way up to fourth. Ed Sr. in fifth. Andrew Thornton, despite getting caught in two separate incidents so far tonight, fought his way back up into sixth. Ethan Wolf, despite that wild ride earlier, into seventh. Justin Bullock eighth. Aaron Clark ninth. Brandon Young in 10th. Boy, this one is getting a bit wild. Have a good night, Mark. Stay safe out there, buddy. Watch out for Fords. Lights go out. They stack back up side by side. Edmund choosing to restart on the high side. Pace car is in. Edmund Jones in control. Off of turn 4, they fire green. Back in the air. Kenny Tripp quickly slides to the high side. Richie Joplin on the bottom trying to take third. That high line has some momentum though. And John Barry now to third. Here comes Andrew Thornton with the big run. Jake Brooks, no, we've got one up in the wall. It's Ethan Wolf. We've got one spinning. Ed Sr. spins. Vern Spring had a problem as well. Caution back out. See what happened with Vern here. Oh, Vern had to move up a little. Looked like McRecken came up. Vern tried to avoid him. He gets up into Brian. They both keep rolling. Then let's see what brought the caution here with Ed Sr. Ed Sr. pushes up the track and then just snaps loose, comes down. A lot of great wreck avoidance right behind him. So Edmund Jones in the lead, Kenny Tripp in second, John Barry third, Richie Joplin now in fourth, Andrew Thornton now up into fifth. Riley Maricchio getting waved back around. He'll be back. I do believe that's going to put Riley back onto the lead lap. TJ Moon is on pit road at the moment, but with Riley Maricchio, 14 of the 16 cars are currently on the lead lap, and if TJ Moon makes it off, that'll be 15. Vern Spring, the only car one or more laps down. Kevin, if I can do this, anybody can do this. John Barry has been sneaking his way up through the field throughout the race, making his way up into third. Oh, but looks like he may be having some connection difficulties. Richie Joplin, Andrew Thornton have both been involved in earlier incidents, still both back up in the top 5. Jake Brooks, last week's winner, he is definitely making a name for himself here, making another comeback run. All right, here we go. Looks like single file once again. Edmund in control. Green flag back in the air. 19 laps to go here at Thompson. It has been a wild and a rough one, but all the field is still running. Jake Brooks back on the march. Kyle McRecken Martin now coming back as well. A bit of a big battle going on back here at the back as well. Riley Maricchio trying to fight his way back toward the front. Brian Edwards currently in 11th, Riley in 12th. Edmund still out front with Kenny Tripp. You see how bad these cars are bouncing through the turn as Richie Joplin is going to go for third. Richie Joplin now into third place. John Barry in fourth, Andrew Thornton in fifth. They better look out. Jake Brooks and Kyle McRecken Martin have cleared traffic and are coming for them. Hey, good evening, Lonnie. David, it has definitely been a rough one, bud. Caution! Caution is back out. Looks like Ethan Wolf involved. And Aaron Clark this time. Ethan Wolf, Aaron Clark battling it out. Off turn 2, Ethan gets loose. Ethan gets loose, goes off to the infield. Let's see what happened to Aaron. Aaron off turn 2 just got a little bit loose, gets the outside wall, bounces all the way down to the inside. And it looks like that engine may have been toast once he hit the inside wall. You know what's funny about that, Kevin, is I was trying to get the announcer's job at the dirt track less than a mile, well, about a mile as the crow flies from the house, and found out over the weekend they didn't want me. We will definitely have to get you in the booth to announce a race sometime soon, though, buddy. That would be fun. Edmund Jones, Kenny Tripp, Richie Joplin the top 3. John Barry in 4th, Andrew Thornton in 5th. Now McRecken in 6th. Jake Brooks in 7th. Jake Brooks has come back from the back 3 times, has been turned multiple times, has not stopped fighting back. Does he have enough time left in this? He'll have just over 10 laps. Once the green flag drops, will it be enough time for him to charge up through the field and get a second win here tonight? That is, Kevin, given the way things are going with tracks around the country, that is really, really sad. We need to keep all the old little dirt tracks we can. Edmund Jones, Kenny Tripp out front, side by side on the restart. Edmund choosing the high line. You'll have about 10 laps to go on the restart. Pace car is in. Here we go. They fire green back in the air. Edmund quickly gets out. Kenny Tripp into second. Richie and John Barry battling it out for third. Here comes McRecken. On the bottom, shoots to fourth. Looks to the inside on Richie. Oh, McRecken's got a run. He goes up the track. It's a drag race down the front stretch, but Richie has the advantage. Into turn one, though. McRecken comes up. They touch. They keep going. Jake Brooks sees everybody check up. He hops to the bottom. Where did Riley Maricchio come from? He's now up here battling for seventh. Andrew Thornton up in the fight. Edmund Jones, Kenny Tripp trying to pull away from the battle back behind. McRecken now in third, Richie in fourth. And a big battle going on. Brandon Young making his way to 11th. Andrew Thornton, Riley Maricchio have suddenly drifted back. Ed Sr. now up into 7th, trying to run Brooks down. Kenny Tripp just set the fastest lap of the race. McRecken trying to close in. He's going to bring Richie Joplin and John Barry with him. Jake now in 6th, closing in. Ed Sr. in 7th. Ethan Wolf, despite multiple flips here tonight, currently running in 8th. Justin Bullock now up to 9th. Brian Edwards in 10th. Edmund still managing to keep Kenny Tripp behind him for the moment. Kyle Martin, Richie Joplin sit 3rd and 4th. John Barry, Jake Brooks battling it out for that 5th place spot. Jake is closing in quickly. Ed Sr. not far behind. Caution is out. We're going to see a green-white checkered finish here tonight. Brandon Young involved. Oh, they get down off the banking onto the flat. They're both loose. Brandon just barely gets tapped. TJ manages to recover. Brandon manages to recover. But now we've got a green-white checkered building. Everybody's going to tighten back up. It's going to get crazy. Wow, what a race this has been so far. A green-white checkered finish here at Thompson. This is going to get this could come down to a bump and run finish. This could come down to some chaos. And it may come down to who can send it deeper into the corner and make it stick. What an awesome race this has been here tonight. And don't forget, after this, we're coming back. They're going to load up the Legends, unload the Tour mods. It's going to get even wilder. More speed, more grip, more aggression, more of everything. Lights go out on the pace car as they stack back up side by side for what should be the final restart. Everybody, 14 cars on the lead lap, still have a shot. Pace car is in. Here we go, green flag, back in the air, 2 to go. Richie Joplin gets a good run into turn 1 on the high side. Kenny Tripp trying to fight back, McRecken looking for a run on the bottom. Jake Brooks right there with him. Oh, we've got cars spinning back behind, caution is back out. White flag is in the air. This will be the end. And that was it. Only a single green, white checkered for here tonight. Edmund Jones is going to pull it off. And look at this. Richie Joplin is going to come home second. Kenny Tripp will finish third. Let's take a quick look at the last lap chaos. Andrew Thornton on the high side, Barry on the bottom. Barry just gets a little tap from behind, goes around. Vern Spring goes flying. Wow, what a finish. Let's talk to our top 3. Starting with Kenny Tripp. Hey, Kenny, it's Doug. You got me, bud?
I got you, Doug.
Hey, man. What a race that turned out to be, man. You had a great hot rod tonight.
Yeah, you know, it was good. Hold on, I don't know when my spotter is still talking to me. But anyway, so yeah, it was good. I had to set up for P3. I knew when I was on the inside of that last restart, I wasn't going to be able to do it. But
man, you did an amazing job holding them off. You still come home with a podium finish 2 weeks in a row, and definitely a great points night as well.
Yeah, I was just thinking big picture. Ideally, what I was going to do is if I could break away from the 89 and set up, I knew the 99 was going to bail it into 1. I was just going to let him do it, and hopefully him and the 51 would, you know, kind of get roughy through 3 and 4 for the checker flag, and then I'd just sail on by. But it didn't happen that way. Great point nights. Got to thank Fast Track Motorsports and just everyone, Dad for watching. Unfortunately, my mom's not doing very well at all. She's in the hospital. Been in the hospital for over a week now. So prayers to her, and we'll move on to the next race.
All right, buddy. Prayers for your family, and good luck in the next race, buddy.
Thank you.
Huge shout out to that young man's mom. Our thoughts and prayers are with you. Let's talk to our second place finisher. Richie, I think you might have had the biggest fan club in the field, and you definitely came out and showed them a rookie could get it done.
Yeah, I spun out and qualified. Made me look like a, you know what I mean. I don't know. It was good. I wished I had some long green runs. I think I might have had something for them.
I think you might have too. That was one heck of a run. You had issues. You went to the back a couple of times. Still managed to come home with a second place finish for your first race in this group. That ain't bad.
I enjoyed these little cars. I mean, it's what I think I said 4th time, 5th time, something like that, racing these cars. I mean, really, we just played around with it with the Nowski boys. I mean, I might go race these things a little bit more.
Well, you definitely got a handle on it, man. Congratulations. What a way to start your season.
Thank you, Doug.
Richie Joplin comes home in second, and now we talk to our winner. Edmund, it was wild behind you all night, but all you had to do was watch the mirror all night long, buddy.
Yeah, Thompson's such a tough track, and I knew it was going to come down to qualifying, and being able to put it up on pole was just put me in the great position for it. You know, I hate seeing, you know, a bunch of cautions. I really want to race with these guys. Me and Kenny had a battle all night, and I loved it. It was fun racing with them. You know, just trying to get good restarts all night long.
You definitely did that. The high side seemed to have you locked in all night long, and man, what a win it was here tonight.
Yeah, I mean, the high side is dominant here. It's always a lot of fun to just rip that high side. And, you know, I knew if I could get up there on the restarts with the leader having lane choice, I could get a good enough momentum in turn one that they just wouldn't be able to get to me.
Well, you got it done, man. Congratulations. Now, do we see the first sweep of the season? Can you win the mods here?
You know, I'm hoping I can. It's going to come down to the same thing. You know, just if I can put it up on pole and keep running from these guys, we might see it. Who knows? Maybe even see a three-peat moving on into tomorrow.
Man, good luck tonight. Good luck. Congratulations. What an awesome, awesome win.
Hey, thanks, Doug.
All right. Thank you so much to Carl Young for the stars. You guys don't go anywhere. We're going to be right back with the Tour Mod race. You're not going to want to miss a single moment of that one either. Don't go anywhere, folks.